Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mind's Eye, and we're gonna do the clear view talk for the week. Now, something of a cast on to a cast off to a cast on iron pan comes to a frying pan where an air fryer can't even get done. And that is just one line of transference that actually came through on one criminal instance out here in Connecticut that actually talks about how this woman bamboozled everyone about AT&T and T and adding extra lines. So when you actually look at the people coming in being arrested, you're looking at them and you say, yeah, that is racketeering. So when I'm looking at this as Clearview, you can't even see everything go on or go off or be a bay or be ashed or be torched, for a lack of a better term, to the point where you go in and you have your taxes paid and you say, no, it was just all done. It was just all done. It was all done. You really have to say spell it now. You have to spell your words because we're not sure, we're not clear. But actually, one of the things that came through here, and it came through as British child star dies after um in the fire after the water was switched off in the LA fires, in the title in the Telegraph in the last 12 hours. And it's quite disgusting on what happened. It says died of carbon monoxide as I'm reading the article right now. Um, but really, I mean, this is absolutely disgusting that myself as a psychic, I'm looking at it and why everyone is so upset over Newsom at this time on how he bought a mansion. Well, there's like billions of dollars of repair, but FEMA is coming in, and then you still have issues with North Carolina. And you have to say there is something going on because, we put the act for Lake and Riley on the table, and I don't talk ill of the deceased often, but there's something about her that I'm seeing and hearing and feeling as I sit alone that's just not right. How are they illegally coming into the country at this point? What is the difference between an illegal immigrant to an illegal alien? Is that why all the UFO articles are coming out? So let's actually talk about the DEA and how Hitler was so nasty that he was popping pills. It was known. It's even on Netflix. He was talking about with film of him doing this. So when we say a concoction can concur, it can. So, uh, as I said, wars are always started in the streets upon a discovery of something nasty and disgusting that you just can't even put out into the media. And when that happens, you actually have to do a go about. And when you do a go about order and you go a look about and know about, that literally means law enforcement and military and everyone in the community is looking to see where it started, how it happened, because it just happened so fast that you can't even see it come through. Now, I usually don't divinate for Clearview, but I definitely feel that there's something in the cards or in the runes that that hacking. You have to do hacking. My God, you almost like have to put words into people's mouths to actually settle. I mean, I don't have to go and move on and live in the woods and off grid, but it's just principality of, it really hit home with an inkling that the Venezuelan cartel was here in Connecticut. Also, they're native. They're native. And that's how it is out here in Connecticut. They talk own. They do their own. They talk their own. everything. All of a sudden, it's like the 80s and 90s again to the early 2000s, the unspoken word. It gets it done, but they do it too in a way unknown per se. And we have to say, where did that come from? Nobody really speaks own too much. Not too much. Where did that come from? Did it come from the Crips? Did it come from the Bloods? Did it come from the Latin Kings? Speaking own was talked about with Aaliyah when before she passed away. Speak your own, all forms of the spelling. Now, with that being said, what is true, a TRU, to the TRUE, to be a bay, to the ABE with an accent mark? So, was it inherited? Everything? Was it inherited? As it looks like I'm sitting like any other people in the World War II era with their babushka and their muumuu on, and they're sitting there smoking their cigarette with their coffee, having a piece of toast, where you can't even see it at all. So when I actually look at this, let's actually do, since we're talking about this, and I love this deck, but God forgive me right now, I gotta go to the Pleiadian Oracle because I think I got channeled. What did I just talk about? I literally talked about in my last live on how it was, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I can toot my own horn. I know when to honk the horn in a traffic stop. You gotta check. You gotta check. Now, when I say words are just gonna pop into your head, I mean, I knew it. I knew it. I was telepathic. But when you see rope, you actually see the candy rope of licorice that you've been eating. And it was good. How pure is that medical marijuana? How pure? I don't know. I was led to it in a dream. I mean, we could, when I see this dolphin play, is it a game? Is it something of ruins? Caught in the ruins. Fifth dimensional access, higher consciousness, higher self, or higher source. Creativity. You were definitely creative. That is actually like the tone of voice for the week, the absolute tone of voice for the week, where you can't even see it or do it or be it at all. And then you'll have to say, you have to look. You actually have to look. Now, there's no going about, but the wolf comes unknown. And when you see the imagination come through, you have to say, I can't even believe I got that out. I can't believe I got that out. Known. Now, when it comes to the terms of something like American History X and something like American Gangster, where you have to give 20%, you literally have to say a lot of things actually are true. When you break the mold of the lold of the gold to be the bold of the lay of the stay of the nay, to be a gay, but it's spelt wrong, you have to say everything in this movement is a true, to be a boo. That literally means whatever they dealt out in the 60s and 70s and the 80s reemerged, and you can see it because it's pure. Now, when you actually look at this, who is your planetary guardian who you channel more ways than one? So when you look at cosmic unity and all are united in a beautiful cosmic delicate lay of a way, You have to say it was a beautiful union of a marriage, of a partnership, of a tie-in, of a getting it done. But on all actuality, you can't even get done at all because you can't even lay about. You literally wake up, down, up, down, up, down. High source, B source, least source, A, B, C, D, E, alphabet soup. So when you go this and you move this and you shoe this and you do this and you loo this, you have to say who went a loo. That is an old term of like you go to the bathroom and you become a crazed lunatic, right? So let's talk about Anne Frank and how Anne Frank was hit with slew and became a loo in the closet of the attic after a milkshake. Those are the things that we're talking about, where you can't even see it at all. Now, when you look at quantum heart, the regeneration, it's not pace, and then they actually will look at a pacer because that is their cognitive level after doing deal, DEIL, just like monk, skunk, and remaroo. And when you see it, you have to say, let me tell you, Lightning Boy came in. He was fast on a run, coming in and through. So when we actually have to do a boo of a shoo, we have to say mom and dad are actually sitting and healing from the 50s, 60s, and 70s and 80s. The 90s was rent, but basically you had to see it through. You have to do continuing education and maybe sit down with your family members and say, what is true, what is real, and what actually did happen. And they will show you in your own way, in their own way, as you know, as family members. I think we need to get rooted again. Now, when you look at the universal heart, it is a gif, a jiff, a lift, a biff to get a Nifferland way of a stay, of a bay, of a lay. And you look at the 14 deceased in Texas, God rest their soul, to Lake and Riley, to Wade Wilson, to the DA Fannie Willis, to everything. And you have to say they literally took a piss and it connected well. That's all you need to know. Detriment. Service. Let's talk about the funeral service of Jimmy Carter on how performance was actually noted. It was noted on how it was performed to the actual funeral of the days and each day, and something was not correct. Why are they at half staff at flag? Why do we get a day of rest? Why do we have these things? How come you didn't? Where's the white gloves? Where's the white gloves? You literally have to say, there's no such thing as an illegal immigrant anymore. They're all illegal alien. Just call in the mothership. Do the roundup. So, they're truly galactic to the core, doing channeling in their own way. But really, is it here? Is it here? For a lack of a better term, we want to know why the teachers in New Jersey are no longer doing the standard testing. Universal knowledge. I mean, everyone knew it was coming, but everyone should see it. Everyone should see it. That is the truth. That is the truth. Taking chances, I think at sometimes you just need to take a friggin' leap of faith on something and say this was the right thing to do because it makes money move. Lies. Hornroom Devil, right back to Warren G again. Forgiveness, absolute, to the core of the teeth. Song of Your Soul, the frequency and Hertz didn't even get along. But really, the Star family came in a way unknown to be renowned, to get a gone, to be a lay of a bay of a stay, to be the nay. And then you have to say it again, say it again. Set your vibration for the week of the high of the turnout of the fibrillation, like the heart flutter, the palpitations. You can't believe what actually came in through the slough. Slough is where you sit and you say, maybe you have to look in the ghetto and liquidate the ghetto and then look for the rat. Where is the businesses? Where are they making money moves? Where are they doing the jewels and the bread? Where are they breaking the bread? Where is their war? That's all you need to know. So with that being said, let's look at one more deck. It really was a cutout. It was nasty and unrelated to anything that we were doing in society. But you couldn't even hear it hard enough to get a done day. So when you do a done, 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 you couldn't, like we said, you literally almost have to be Lucifer-like to do a draw out, to do a curse out. Now, poker cards, do cardomancy. Now, when you say it, you have to say the Ace of Hearts comes in and it's a cutout. The Joker is a flyby. Look at Aaliyah again, even down to the town hall. What do you remember the day it all popped off? You couldn't even sell, you couldn't even swell, like you couldn't even do anything anymore. Three of clubs comes in on a game of a gamble of a came to be you, to see you, to lead you, to know, to go, to go, to go, to bow. Let's go to Bow Bridges. Now, the Ace of Hearts says you can't do the cutout, but you can do the be about a bay, to be the say of the nay of the lay of the gay. But really, it's spelled GEA. And you look to the water of the pond and you look to the drill of the oil and you say, this is how fast community members quickly, when something arises that disrupts everything. We're not stupid. Stupid actually, stupid is as stupid as. I knew it, I knew it, I knew it. So when you actually look at it, six of clubs, you go in and you say, do the gaff. That doesn't mean you actually hurt somebody to the point where you can't put it in the media. A cut. When you look at the Joker on the flyby, you can't even do a boo. The Jack of Spades is the spear of all spears, but you can't even sue the do. The Three of Hearts is going to come in on the table of a play of the news that comes in about a British star child who literally is no longer with us. And that is the uprise for today. Now, boiling it out as it plays out on simple matters of how it is, as it affects everything throughout the day to the DEA, you have to watch your words and then cut it down and then see about it. And when you see about it, you can't D-E-L-E about it. An L-E, a T-E, a B-E, a ray, a nay, a say. Now, when you go about it and you do a done, you can't even do a done because it just keeps building up. So Where does that go? I would say when I say hunker down for the winter and you'll do yourself well and you're gonna get gone. You're gonna be gone soon. That the 10 of clubs goes, no, this club comes from Irish luck because there's a little Larry out there to a ring around the posy. The Queen of Hearts comes in and says, no, you can't even sue. Not even a runaround sue to a Susie Q to the Q-tip. Literally cleaning your rifle. Ace of Diamonds, it is good. Whatever all of a sudden you look upon this week for Clearview, down to the town hall, all the way to Capitol Hill, all the way through, you must do a do. So, with that being said, lastly, to close on this, on Clearview talk, it means the Queen of Spades comes in a spare-like tone to spearmint gum. Everything. Clairgustance means you can actually smell it as a premonition. So, with that being said, not to scare a fairmonger, a warmonger, because everything is through constitutional rights, more ways than one. We'll talk to you soon. Any likes, comments, share, go ahead and give it. We'll talk to you.